This is our workshop evaluation by Riley, Luke, Amaya, and myself, Shanice. This is our workshop.
The, the title of our workshop is How to Talk to Your Teen About Sex, Drugs, and Everything in Between. In our workshop, we discussed how to navigate conversations on sensitive topics with your teenager. The main focus of the workshop was building trust, how to approach the talk, and educating parents on drugs and alcohol. Communication strategies, boundaries, teen perspectives, and locating useful resources were techniques we taught to incorporate into these crucial discussions with your teen.
Workshop objectives. Parents are able to effectively communicate to their teenagers about the tough topics of sex, drugs, alcohol, friendships, and relationships. Parents to feel more comfortable initiating conversations with their teen. Parents gain more knowledge about communication tactics with teens. Parents will explore strategies for gaining trust in parent-teen relationships.
We were expecting our workshop to have a few more parents, but our workshop had about three parents attendees present. We were expecting our
Description of how each objective was measured. Each objective was measured by the Menti questions that we posed to the parents. We were able to receive feedback through those questions to understand if the parents were learning anything. Questions include polls about their confidence before, during, and after the workshop. Other questions included "What would you do?" type questions in certain scenarios as it pertained to the topic.
So for our pre and post assessment results, we have the first portion of the pre-test. We could not determine the results because some of the student observers were answering the poll. But once we heard from the parents, we learned that the parents struggled with how to approach the conversation about sex with their teens. And we also learned that some parents felt more comfortable talking to their teens about drugs and sex. They just wanted to learn more about how to start the conversation. And then for our post assessment, we were also not able to determine the results due to outside participants answering. But after participating in our workshop, parents stated that they now understood the importance of building trust with their teen, how to start a conversation, and how to approach the conversation overall.
Our discussion was effective, although the results weren't conclusive, so that cannot be the determination that the objectives were met. Parents were able to leave the workshop with knowledge of how to introduce topics to their teen, and each group member elaborated on important topics and gave the parents time to let the information process. Our discussion
What we could have done differently in our workshop. After receiving our peer feedback and reflecting on our workshop, we found a few areas we could have enhanced in our presentation. One aspect we recognized was shortening our speaking time on slides to create a more engaging environment instead of a lecture-based. Another area of improvement could have been engaging with participants while conducting our pre-assessment and post-assessment, encouraging more collaboration.